The 5 Biggest Wins of 2019, Business Edition. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello, Aluxers! We're continuing our short holiday series with a look at some of the business moves that caught our eye this year. Here are the 5 biggest wins of 2019. Number 1. LVMH. LVMH stands for Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, and the CEO Bernard Arnault is one of the most savviest businessmen alive today. It's been a massive decade for all the brands in their portfolio, and this year they kept pushing that expansion. They're picking off luxury brands one by one. Just this November, they acquired Tiffany & Co. for approximately $16.2 billion US. In fact, here's a complete list of the brands LVMH currently owns. Bernard's long-term strategy to basically get a monopoly on the luxury market is paying off big time. As of the end of 2019, Mr. Arnault is worth close to $110 billion. Fun fact, when Amazon stock was trading a bit low, for a couple of days, Mr. Arnault was the richest man in the world, just briefly surpassing Jeff Bezos. Number 2. Tesla Cybertruck. Here's what we found incredibly smart about what Elon is doing, especially with the launch of the Cybertruck. We know you probably don't like the design. It's clearly not for everyone, but personally, we love it. It's nothing like we've seen before, and we can't wait to get our hands on the final product. Apart from the incredible technology Tesla is working on, Elon has figured out how to leverage the support from the fans to accelerate his business. You might be asking, what's the point of announcing a product that will take 2 or even 3 years to get to market? Is it only about the hype? Actually, no. In the case of the Roadster, the down payment to reserve your car is $5,000. In the case of the Cybertruck, the down payment was only $100. Not only is this an interest-free loan Tesla's getting from the hundreds of thousands of people who reserved theirs, but based on these numbers, he's going to the bank and leveraging this initial demand for even bigger loans. Even the windows breaking was a massive win for Tesla. The fact they did crack resulted in tens of millions of dollars in media coverage they wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Whether Elon is going to pull off his grand vision remains to be seen. We like his ability to create hype around his products, but at the end of the day, we still want to see those final products delivered. Remember when he said that by 2020 we'll have 1 million robo-taxis on the road? Yeah, we still haven't seen those robo-taxis. Number 3. TikTok. In our opinion, TikTok marks the end of Snapchat. Facebook has been eating a good portion of their audience with Instagram, and now that TikTok is taking over the world, there simply isn't enough room for that many social networks. The end of an era approaches. Just to put things into perspective, TikTok started in 2016, and it now has over 500 million daily active users. In 2019, TikTok was the most downloaded app from the App Store, and over half of their users are under the age of 25. Why is this segment so crucial? Because if you're able to capture the youth as they mature, your audience grows in value with the age of the users. We've been following TikTok super closely for a couple of months, but have yet to launch the Alux version, mostly because somebody else already has the @Alux handle. Number 4. Legal cannabis. 2019 has been a massive year for the green business, mainly in Canada and the US. The Great White North is turning into the Great Green North, and we're not talking about climate change. Cannabis legalization in Canada happened at the end of last year, and in 2019, business really picked up. Even celebrities like Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa are teaming up with Canadian cannabis companies to put out their own products. South of the border in the US, presidential candidates have embraced the reform. More businesses than ever are trying to find their corner of the market, and we've seen an exponential growth in revenues. This is a massive emerging market and opportunity for those living in these geographies. Not only have more US states than ever legalized it, there's an active ongoing discussion in the remaining ones to keep an eye on it. Creating the legal infrastructure for the weed business also forces society to push for decriminalization. The United States has the largest prison population in the world, and a decent portion is serving a sentence for drug possession, especially minorities. The impact this has on an individual's life as well as the community is incredible, and this could all change if the state does its job to oversee a well-functioning industry. In the meantime, we're keeping an eye on the industry as a whole. Most of you know friend of the channel Dan Bilzerian, who's become a very active player in this space. Earlier this year, they raised an additional $25.8 million for the international expansion of the Ignite brand. Number 5. Chipotle. Chipotle was the best-performing fast food chain in 2019. Don't believe us? Year-to-date returns are at 68.33% as of putting this video together. It's been a phenomenal year for the fast food industry as a whole. Starbucks is up 36% and McDonald's up 20%. But this Mexican fast food company announced earlier this year the opening of its 2,500th branch. Important to note is that Chipotle is the only company of its size that still owns and operates all of its locations. Chipotle has been positioning itself as a healthier alternative and also embraced technology quicker than the competition. Under new management, they started opening drive-thrus with people ordering by an app. For 7 quarters in a row, they've crushed their projected sales, and the stock market responded to the good news. These are just 5 of the wins that we noticed in 2019, and it's time to take it back to you guys. What would you add to this list? Let us know in the comments. And of course, as a bonus for not clicking away from the video, here's something interesting we saw. Do you know which is the only notable company that outperformed Chipotle this year in the US? Surprisingly, it's Xerox. Xerox's stock is up 78.5%. Xerox! How many of you were not even sure they were still in business? Well, they've been quietly crushing it behind the scenes. Of course, it didn't hurt their buying HP for $35 billion. Big boys business. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos for you to watch next. As always, the conversation continues on social media. Thanks again, and we can't wait to have you back tomorrow.